Okay, now here are some fans' question which I want to ask to you. So the first question is the fan is asking that the day you started, in this acting career and in this industry until today, how has been the journey, and do you think that this profession is an ideal profession for you?
The journey has been if I have to say, like a roller coaster ride. I've had my downs, and I feel every individual should have that, because that's where you intend to learn from your experiences. That's where you become positive and become more strong. So yes, the journey has been good. I would just like to keep it very positive that way. Whatever experiences I went through, it was a lesson for me, and whatever good times I went through, I keep my good memories always with me. So yes, it has been a great journey, and yeah, I had a great time.
Okay, what kind of roles or genre do you prefer if given an option?
What kind of roles and genre do I prefer? I never knew to start with. I never knew before SG that I could do romance. And after playing a romantic shade where people actually liked you a lot or appreciated, that was a surprise for me. And I realized, okay, fine, I can be good at this also. So in fact, eventually I realized romance is my forte. So if I have to say what is my ideal role or something, it's something to do with being a spy or a detective, more of Sherlock, intelligent geek types. But yes, besides that, of course, a lot of characters where you get inspired from life, where you are basically the underdog, and then eventually you turn out to be a hero. So that is something inspires me a lot, because that's a journey and people do connect with that.
So motivation is important within the acting profession. What would you say is your motivated currently, and how do you remain positive and focused within a role while you're shooting? And if there's some personal problem or health issue, anything, how do you remain focused?
So all we have to do is be present at that scene, and whatever the director or the creatives inform or guide you with what's the story happening at that scene, we actually only remember that and we perform in that. Yes, of course, there are some times where we have to do breakup scenes, sad scenes and all. Sometimes we connect with our real life, sometimes we intend to connect, because sometimes it's not possible to get yourself connected with the scene immediately, or even for that matter 10 times, because over there you have to do a particular scene like 7 to 8 times, because you have different angles covering up, there are retakes for XYZ reasons, there are any misfortunate thing that happens on the set. So for that you need to keep giving takes. So it's not possible to get that emotion again and again and again. So you just have to develop that art, and of course with time and experience you tend to grow as an actor.
Who is your biggest motivation?
My biggest motivation for me, I would just say for now, my fans. Basically, all the time when I see, I'm not influenced by a lot of people or people's messages. Yes, they did influence or motivate me for a couple of hours and all. But then somewhere down the line, I also feel that there are a lot of people's blessings, in fact, fans' blessings over me. And I feel that if those people love me so much, being no one to me, then I cannot give up, or I cannot be down for any matter, for any moment. So yes, for them, those are the people that motivates me.
Okay. From a professional context, what do you feel your greatest weakness is?
Professional context.
It can be as an actor in a particular area which you would like to improve or anything.
I don't know. I mean,
there are some people who are like, I'm too straightforward for this field, something like that, something.
So yes, if that comes that way, then yes, I am sometimes too straightforward, and it becomes very difficult for me to be fake, for example. So I don't know. People are manipulative and diplomatic, but for me, it's very. Emotions are something which is very close to me and which is very real. So if I have to say something or compliment to anyone, I rather give true compliments. Sometimes it can be a criticism, but people don't take it in that way. People take it somewhere else. They be offended by that. But then that's me. I mean, I'm being true myself. I cannot say something good to please them. So yeah, that is something that I feel I need to work on to be in this industry, to be good with people. So yeah, besides that, I know that there's nothing wrong. Like, I have this good thing with me that I want everyone to succeed. I have nothing against anyone. So yeah.
Okay. When it comes to acting, in which area would you like to improve as an actor?
When it comes to acting, something that I would like to improve will be the comic timing. I feel comedy is as such, it's not easy for any actor. And it is the most difficult emotion I feel because it is not easy to make people laugh at any go. So that is something I need to work on, or that is something I try to work on. So if I get a wonderful script and all where I can just open myself up and be close to that character, it'll be great for me. It'll be a new experience for me.
Okay. Who is your role model from within the acting industry and why?
Who is the role model within the acting industry? I feel there are a couple of actors in Bollywood who inspire me, be it Amir Khan, be it Ranbir Kapoor. These are the sorts of people who actually I look up to, and the way they work, the way they function, and the way they see cinema. That is something that I would like to do in future. So yes, that is something that motivates me.
Okay, this is a cliche question, but we will ask you, focus on your career aspiration 10 years from now or 5 years from now. Where do you want to see yourself as an actor?
5 years from now, I want to see myself, of course, growing at a better stage, but at such a stage where I can call myself satisfied, content, and successful.
Okay. Are you a director's actor or do you like to improvise in your
That is a good question. Sometimes it just depends on my mood. It's just sometimes when I don't get the scene and somehow I feel okay, the character wants the scene to happen, or it's just a story, and sometimes I don't believe. There are sometimes where the actor doesn't believe कि यार ऐसा भी होता होगा, but then the director and then convince them कि ये character की demand, character ऐसा चाहता होगा. So that time where I feel अच्छा जैसे director चाहते हैं वैसे. But when the director says अच्छा यहाँ पे natural करना है, यहाँ पर जैसे तुझे feel हो रहा है वैसे कर, then I feel okay, now I can improvise, now I can be myself. So I play with situations, scene by scene.
Okay. Thinking back over your career to date, what has been your greatest accomplishment as an actor?
Again, can you repeat the question?
Thinking back over your career to date, what do you think as an actor has been your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment from my acting field from the start till now will be the kind of love that I have received from the people, from all you guys. It has been, a lot of people tell me that you are blessed because a lot of people love you, support you, and they are there. So that is something that I feel nice about. That is something that I feel okay, fine. There are people who look up to you. There are people to whom you motivate them. So yes, that is something that has been a great achievement for me because not a lot of people also tell me that a lot of shows come, a lot of shows go, but some characters do leave a mark.
Yeah.
Some characters do leave some imprints of themselves, some memories. So that is what I've been informed, and it feels great to get all this love from you guys.
Okay. To which extent would you go for a roles requirement when it comes to you putting on weight, losing weight, going bald? When it comes to these categories, to which extent would you go for a roles requirement?
See, that way I can go to any extent. That way I am open and I don't have such inhibitions about doing something or about no, I cannot do this. So I'm open to it. Again, I say if the character is required to do anything, I am ready to do anything.
Okay. Do you ever remember the first audition you gave and did you succeed on that audition? The first ever audition.
First audition.
Do you remember? इतने दे दिए.
Although मैंने इतने भी नहीं दिए हैं, but I would say first ever TV audition, yes.
Any audition, can be for a commercial, it can be for a stage play, anything.
I feel first ever TV audition, I cracked it and I got it.
Achha, you got it.
First ever TV audition, I got it.
Okay.
First ever ad audition or anything for that matter, it took time. It's not easy. But yes, and I don't know, I was not sure of what I was doing. I was just like an innocent child who doesn't know where to go, who didn't have any sort of guidance. So I was just taking it however it was coming. People were telling me to do any particular thing I was doing.
Okay.
So yeah, so that way it's a good experience. Now I've learned.
Okay, the last question. Of all the roles which you have done, okay, what do you think the best has been, or do you think the best is yet to come?
I feel the best is yet to come.
But if you had to
So
pick
that-
one, if you think you really challenge it, that character really challenged you as an actor.
See, again, like I said, after doing Manik in Kaise Ye Yaariyan, I never knew that I could play romance. I mean, I somehow felt that yes, I can do negative shades, I can be a bad guy, but I cannot be someone who people will fall in love with. That is what I felt. So after doing Yaariyan, and after I challenged myself with romance, I realized that yes, this is a good emotion. I mean, I can be good at it. So that was a good lesson for me.
Okay. Now lastly, talking about your upcoming projects, we all know that Kaise Ye Yaariyan is coming in the form of web series. Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from them, what are you planning to do? And if you can just tell something about Kaise Ye Yaariyan as well.
Kaise Ye Yaariyan will be coming next month for sure, April, May. After, in fact, we are looking for a particular release of date of right time where people are available to watch it, because right now the exam period is going on, students are busy with exams. So yeah, April is the time where we are most likely to showcase what we've done so far. And besides that, I'm working on a film. Again, it's a love story, brilliant love story. So yes, I wouldn't say much on it because I just want to make sure that once it's done, once it's out, then I can talk about it. So yeah.
Okay, and any last message to the fans? So, obviously you're coming with a web series, but when it comes to your career and when it comes to your personal life, so any last message to the fans?
Last message will be, no matter how many thank you I say, no matter how many number of times I thank you guys, trust me, it's not enough, because you guys have always been there, always, I would say, like my friends use that word, stalking me, but I somehow take it in a positive way, because I understand that kind of gesture, and people, and those are the same people who also tell me that you are blessed. So yes, that's the way I feel positive and nice about. So thank you for that. Thank you for sending your love. Please continue to do so. We are coming out with a good show. Kaise Ye Yaariyan season 3 on good, and also soon my film this year itself for sure. So yes, really excited for it. And thank you for wishing me a good.